alarm. Sorry. Where is the man of the hour? Wait. Don't tell me. He's out buying a typically Adam 18-karat gold welcome home present. Well, better still. He's planning a second honeymoon. Am I getting warm?
I have no idea where Adam is. I don't think he's planning a second honeymoon.
Well, I just stopped by to say, hey, happy couple, welcome back to married life. Why does it seem suddenly like someone died?
Maybe something did die. My marriage.
Adam, you look awful.
An hour of sleep might have helped.
You didn't sleep all night?
I need to talk to somebody.
Me?
I trust you.
You know what? You're going to have to find somebody else to trust at the moment because Jamie and I are just heading out to do some shopping.
I got Gloria with McIntyre again.
What did I do to deserve this?
We're trying to figure out the best way to handle it. But there's no choice. I'm going to divorce Gloria, I'm going to cut my losses, and walk away with what little dignity I have left.
Do I look like a divorce attorney?
No. That's why I'm here. Please, Brooke, please talk me out of it.
All this work to get the house back, and look at my perfect gazebo!
Yeah, I'm sorry, honey.
I can't believe Uncle Palmer would, like, rent his house to people who wouldn't even take care of it.
Yeah, well, the worst winter in 30 years didn't help any either.
It stinks! I really wanted to get married here.
No, wait a minute. Don't get depressed. Not down yet.
What do you mean? I'm not going to say I do in a hard hat.
Why not? You look great in a hard hat. Come on, cheer up. Look, we got a couple of weeks and it's spring. There's probably some monster sale down at Gazebos R Us or something. You know, a little elbow grease. We can get this place up to speed in no time.
Gazebos
R Us? Yeah, you know, some new wood, some white paint, a new weed whacker, and that's it. Piece of cake. And all you got to do is say the word. Hmm?
There's just something about this place.
Dixie?
Yes. I don't really want to get married here.
Then you got it. That's the way it's going to be. Okay?
It's so great. You know, I can't believe it. I'm still, like, getting nervous, you know?
Why? There's nobody left that can crawl out of the woodwork that could possibly stop us. Face it, we're destined to be man and better half. There's nothing anybody can do about it.
Did you make up your mind yet? Do I look like I've made up my mind? Just tell me if you want me to start packing. Get off my back. You promised Dr. Chaffee that you would leave town if Trevor wouldn't let you see Amanda. Well, you heard the man. He's not gonna let you anywhere near your daughter. You have about as good a chance of that as a pig in a horse race. So I guess you lose again. At least you didn't embarrass yourself too badly this time. I've come too far to give up now. I'm staying.
All My Children, brought to you by Whirlpool Appliances. Whirlpool, how to make a home run.
You're out of your mind. Again. I know exactly what I'm doing. Better call Dr. Jaffe before it's too late. I am not going to walk away from my little girl. Trevor isn't just miffed. He despises the air you breathe. He spits on the ground you walked on. You'd be run out of town on a rail. The only reason you're not is because no one recognizes you. Exactly. You should get some rest. I recognize that look. For the part of my psyche that's supposed to know everything, you're a little slow on the uptake. No one recognizes me. You wouldn't. Why not? You're not going to tell anybody who you are you? Why should I? Everybody seems to like the new me better. So do I. You're still Janet. Ever heard of second chances? But you... Yes, I promised Dr. Jaffe that I would explain to everybody who this new, beautiful creature was. But I didn't know people were going to hold a grudge for so long. What are you going to do? Whose life are you going to take over this time? Natalie's not an option. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. Where have I heard that before? I'll do what normal people do. They find an apartment. They get a job. You, Susie Q. Citizen. I can do it. Look at all these opportunities. None of which you're qualified for. Auto sales, dental hygienists. Are there any openings for those who have experience in painting by numbers? Electricians, pharmacists. Well, that could be fun. Aha! Here we go. A temporary position as a private accountant to overlook an annual report. At Orsini Vineyards, working closely with CEO Tad Martin. Tad Martin, now that's got to be a sign. Probably another person that would like to see you still behind bars. Tad Martin didn't even know the old me. I saw him the other day. He was gorgeous, and he needs me. It's not a personal ad. It doesn't say, single guy looking for an ex-con with a dye job for long walks on the beach. I can read. What happened to your eternal passion for Trevor? I worked that all out with Dr. Jaffe. All I want from Trevor is the chance to see Amanda. Why do you have to choose a guy that's on his way to the altar? You never learn, do you? I understand that Tad is taken. Dixie can have him. All I want is a job. Did the ad mention anything about experience in accounting? I've got experience. No, Janet Green has experience. How are you going to get a job with a blank resume? You don't even have a social security number, Miss Brand New Me. Oh, I learned plenty of tricks in the big house. I'll bet. Big Bertha in cell block C. Whenever she needed a phony ID, she simply borrowed one. Social security number and all. It's easy. Sure, easy. Whose number are you going to borrow? How about dear old Mom? She owes me a whole lot more than a social security number. Maybe I'll take her maiden name, too. Who would want to assume the name of Wilma Cox? I'll be Wilma Jane Cox. I can go by Jane. It'll never work. You'll screw it up the way you always do. Of course it'll work. It has to. I'm doing this for noble reasons. I'm doing this for Amanda. The job's probably already taken. I'll do whatever it takes to get that job. I'll step on whoever I have to. Now, you just leave me alone. The head of Orsini Vineyards is waiting for me.
No, I know what you're thinking.
What? What am I thinking?
No, you gotta fight fair. I gotta go to work. Come on, I'll drop you some light.
No, I don't think I'm going to stay here. It's such a nice day out. I think I'll work on my application.
Yeah. You realize you've been working on anything for the last few days. I mean, I don't know what more the university could possibly want.
Just the worst part. A personal essay. Right. I was kind of hoping that you might like to stick around and work on it with me.
Me? No way, you're out of your mind. Come on, honey, you know me. I mean, directions to the sitter and grocery list are my speed and my limit. There's nothing that I could possibly contribute that would get you accepted anywhere.
Come on. Like, you don't have to write anything at Orsini Vineyard?
If I can help it. Yeah, I crunch some words every once in a while, you know, like maybe scribble something in the margin of a memo to the board, but that's it. God forbid these hands should go anywhere near a typewriter. Literary personal expression is definitely not my bag.
I don't know. I think you express yourself very well. Especially with your hands.
True. Body language is a specialty. No, you're right. But, you know, Seriously, if you sat down with a pen and paper, tried to write out half the things that come out of my mouth, wouldn't make a lick of sense.
I can understand you.
No! I know what you're trying to do. The answer is no. N-O. And don't sulk with me. Listen, I'm doing you a favor. When I sit down to write, the fewer words, the better. Take slice. I promise you, okay? I know you. Believe me, you're going to come up with something brilliant.
Well, the university isn't just going to accept just something.
Well, you want to knock him dead?
Yeah.
Right about my hands. I'll see you later. Take a cold shower or something.
Stop. Look who's talking. Oh.
Don't you look serious?
Oh. Talk about perfect timing. How'd you know I needed your help?
I mean, can you imagine Adam's reaction when he saw Alec and me in the boathouse?
Yes, but you told him that you were discussing Jamal. He knows that you weren't in there playing kissy face.
Yes, I explained to him everything. That I was through with Alec and that all we were talking about was his missing son.
But Adam didn't believe you.
Maybe he would have if he hadn't caught me and Alec on the phone.
But Alec is the one that let his fingers do the walking. It's not like you reached out and touched him.
That's right. But I lied to him. I told Adam it was a salesman.
Why did you lie?
Come on, Haley, think about it. What would you have done? You know how Adam would take it.
Yeah, I know. He would have hit the roof and he wouldn't have come down until tomorrow.
Yes, and that's exactly what he did do. He didn't sleep here last night. He wouldn't even stay home.
Okay, why don't you let me handle him?
No.
Come on. Come on. Gloria, look. Adam, I'll pound a little sense into his head. I mean, he's got to realize that you are through with Alec. Now, he's got to get over himself and start trusting you again.
I agree, but you can't make that happen.
Watch me.
Haley, if Adam is going to ever trust me again, he has to come by it on his own. You can't bully him into that.
Okay. Your call. I'll back off. You don't think Adam can do it, do you?
Do you?
It's torture, knowing that your spouse cheated on you, isn't it? I think the worst part, though, is after the fact, because then you're always wondering, is it going to happen again? I mean, was this just a one-time thing, or are they going to cheat on me again?
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Oh, Adam, I think what goes around comes around is all.
Why can't you be the noble person you're supposed to be and stop gloating for 2 minutes and help me?
Adam, what? How am I supposed to help you?
Share the wealth of your experience. How do I do it?
Do what?
Trust my wife again.
You're asking the wrong person.
I'm asking you to save a marriage.
What can I tell you? Adam, I tried to trust you again after you slept with Dixie. I got very close, but I was never able to completely trust you again. It did not happen.
Were you saying it's impossible?
No, no. I think I would have trusted Tad if he had asked me. I think if I thought that Dixie wasn't a momentary diversion, if I thought that Tad and I had a chance, but he didn't ask me to. We were never meant to be, so it was not worth fighting for it.
Gloria swears that she doesn't want out, that she says this thing with Alec was a once-in-a-lifetime mistake, and she doesn't want to have anything more to do with it.
But you can't believe that, can you?
I want to. I would give my life for Gloria. But I can't help thinking that she's going to cheat on me the minute my back is turned.
Well, I think the answer then is a very simple one.
What? What do I have to do?
If you're not man enough, Adam, to trust your wife again, then you have to go with your first impulse. You have to do Gloria and the rest of us a real favor. Divorce her.
Opal, you know that I love my niece dearly. And you also know as well as I that she has the uncanny ability to attract every maniac in a 50-mile radius.
Dale is not a maniac.
I will not have another Craig Lawson in this house.
What has got your boxers in a bunch? Ted at least has some reason for being paranoid. He's got a wedding to worry about. What's your excuse?
I cannot stand that slick Texas charm. The man is a rogue. I feel it in my bones.
Well, your bones have been wrong before.
You gave him a job without asking for a single reference.
The man gave you his resume.
Because I demanded it. You'd give him the keys to the house if he'd asked. The man has been fawning all around you, asking questions about our family. He even went so far as to give me advice about our marriage.
Oh, the light is beginning to dawn. Now I'm getting why you're so quick to want to toss Dale out on his keister. You are jealous.
How can I help?
Well, you're a writer. I bet you're a great writer.
A lot of people will take your bet.
I could be standing here with a Mark Twain of the 90s.
Look, I can string sentences together, but that's about all I can guarantee you.
Bet you're good enough to get into the Pine Valley University.
Ah, that's what this is about, that dreaded essay question?
Dreaded is right.
Well, what's the question?
Describe your reasons for wanting to attend Pine Valley University. Minimum length, 500 words. 500 words. I don't even know 500 words.
Well, neither do I, but the trick is to use the big ones a lot.
Help.
I've never seen you tongue-tied before. I mean, you just chat with everyone.
Well, this is different. This is not chatting, this is writing.
Good writing sounds like talking.
Maybe I should just apply in person.
Here, sit. Come on. Practice on me, okay? Tell me why you want to go to college, in your own words. Come on.
Well, I guess it started with Mama. You know, she always tried to instill in Will and I a real love for learning. We always had a lot of books around. I mean, always the same ones, but we read them over and over and over again. It was great. And there was one, I don't even know what it was called because the cover was ripped off and there were pages missing, but it was a wonderful book. It was about this girl and her family, and they go to China, and they talked about, I don't know, it made it sound like a magical kingdom and pagodas and costumes and one day, I didn't even realize it was a real place. I went to school and the teacher started talking about China and I knew what she was talking about. It was a great feeling. You know, and I never really did like great in school, but I realized that day that I was learning, you know, without even realizing I was learning, and that's what I want. I want to learn because I want to learn. Not because I need to or have to. Well, I guess I also want to be a better person. And I want to do more with my life, and I think if I learn something, I might be able to do that. Besides, it sounds like a great way to spend your time, and I can't think of anything else that really is so beautiful. It has its own reward when you're finished. Besides, I think if I learn more about social work, then I might be able to help some people. And, you know, I mean, I'm not going to be like brilliant or a genius, you know, or save the world or anything like that, but I think that I might be able just to help. That's it.
That's perfect. Now write it down, word for word. I'm not kidding.
I've got to make it sound a little more sophisticated.
See, look, 9 times out of 10, short and sweet does the trick. You're perfect just the way you are. Don't you know that? Now, I'm serious. Start writing. I want to see this pen flying. Let's go.
And how goes the ongoing search for the perfect temp?
Oh, a few calls and resumes, nothing exciting.
Well then, Stella, maybe we should start considering settling for less because it's a small thing, but the annual report's got to go out sooner or later.
I'll call the agency and see if they've rounded up any winners. May I help you?
Yes, my name is Jane Cox. I'm here for the accountant job. I'm perfect for it.
Just what we're looking for. May I see your resume?
Of course. I must have left it at home. I can just fill out an application.
Well, we prefer to have a resume.
I see. Well, you don't have applicants waiting out in the hall or anything. I can do the job.
Tell me, does this resume have any checkable references on it?
Well, I'm new in town. I haven't worked in Pine Valley.
Have you worked anywhere?
I can recite the tax code for you if you want.
That won't be necessary. I'm sorry, Ms. Cox, but without a resume or references, we won't interview you.
I've got a social security number. You want to hear it?
No, thanks. Good luck in your job search.
I don't think you understand. Tad Martin is a personal friend of mine. I mean, I wasn't going to use that clout, but you've given me no choice.
Is he expecting you?
No, but I'd like to see him.
Miss Martin's very busy today.
I'm not leaving till I see the man. All right.
Hi, it's Stella. I need a couple of security guards up here right away.
It's good.
Really?
Well, I made a few tiny suggestions, but I mean, you know, overall, it's honest. And it sounds a lot like you.
I'm not so sure if sounding like me is such a hot idea.
Trust me, it's good. You're one of the most genuine people I've ever met.
That's such a nice thing to say. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for helping me on
this.
So, what did you say we were doing over here?
You mean besides helping you?
No. I mean, like, did you come over here to see me?
No, I wish. Actually, it's official cluck-cluck business.
Well, nothing major, I hope.
Well, I think the chicken shack will survive. I don't know about your uncle. We're running low on biscuit mix.
Heavens, no.
I'm afraid so. But I just thought I'd put off the inevitable and come say howdy to you.
Well, I'm glad you did. Uncle Palmer and Opal are inside unpacking.
This is some spread.
And this is just the half of it. Tad and I are getting married here. Right here. What?
Dixie, I know we practically just met, but... And you think Tad's really good enough for you?
He flirts with you shamelessly.
Because a man happens to admire my new hat, that means he's up to no good. Isn't it possible that he just likes the new hat because it happens to be a beautiful hat?
You lap up every obsequious word out of his mouth like a starved puppy.
Well, maybe I am starved. Lord knows you are not around. You are too darn busy to even notice any kind of new hat.
Not that again.
You are as busy as a one-eyed cat chasing 3 mice. You're always at the bank or making some spot check at the franchise.
My wheeling and dealing has reversed our fortunes. I've got this house back for us, haven't I? You'll never know how humiliating it was for me to rent this place to a perfect stranger. I don't care to admit how much I've missed Cortland Manor.
Well, love bug, I know that you have been homesick.
Oh, no, it has nothing to do with homesickness. No, it's my study. It's my Dobermans. And it's my land and my grounds. Opal, as far as you can see. What in blue...
What?
I thought your hard-working, natural blonde writer was minding the store.
Well, yes, sirree, and the shack is in safe hands. You got nothing to worry about.
Then what the blue blaze is he doing idling around my backyard?
So is this how you treat all your potential applicants? You stick security guards on them?
If you leave now, there won't be a scene.
I want to talk to your boss.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Martin cannot possibly see every unscreened applicant on demand.
I don't need to be screened. I'm a personal friend.
Can I tell you how many people claim to be personal friends of Mr. Martin?
Are you saying that Tad Martin doesn't have any personal friends? Then what do you do when one actually shows up, like me?
If you would like to make an appointment, I'll be glad to run your name by him.
No, I am here now. Now is when I want to see him. I just want to say hi and bye. I'll only be a minute.
Wait, you can't go in there.
I just want to stick my head in.
No.
You're going to lose your job over this.
I asked you nicely.
Get away.
Security! Come on, going on!
Oh,
Somebody want to tell me what the hell is going on?
Hi. I met you at McKay's. Remember me? I just want 5 minutes of your time, please. It means everything to me. Just 5 little minutes.
Stay tuned. All My Children will return here on ABC.
Thanks for letting me in. I didn't mean to disturb you. You must be very busy.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am very busy.
That's some secretary you've got. What did she used to be, a linebacker?
She's a little over-aggressive at times, but she does a good job.
Yeah, well, I told her that we knew each other, but she didn't seem to care. You don't remember, do you?
Sorry.
McKay's. You picked me up.
No, I don't think so. There's got to be some kind of mistake. You see, the fact is I haven't picked up any pretty ladies in a long time. McKay's or any place else.
No, I mean, you picked me up off the floor.
Oh! Oh, right, sure. You were the one who forgot her glasses.
I got contacts. What a great invention. I got 20/20 vision now.
That's great. That's terrific. Who are you?
I'm Jane Cox, at your service. At least I hope.
I see. I understand now. You're here because you want the accounting job. Is that right?
Yes, very much.
Fine. Did you turn in a resume to Stella?
Well, not exactly.
You don't have a resume. Any experience?
I majored in business college. And then I got married right out of school, and we're getting divorced now. I need a job.
So what you're trying to tell me is that you've never held a job.
I ran a household. That's a job, isn't it? I balanced all the household accounts and paid the bills. And I even took some extra money that we had, and I invested it. I did quite well.
Miss Cox, the fact is we really need somebody with some practical experience. We're way behind schedule enough as it is.
I can do it. Really, I can. Just let me give you a chance. Just give me a chance to show you, please. Look, maybe I better tell you the whole story. My husband, he dumped me. He ran off with the librarian. He wiped out all of our bank accounts.
I'm sorry.
Look, I may not be the perfect candidate, but I tell you, I'm bright, and I'm fast, and I catch on easy. I mean, if you have a problem, I can come up with a solution. Like you wouldn't believe, and I just took a CPA course, to kind of freshen up my skills, and I know I could do a really good job. I know the tax codes backwards and forwards. Test me.
I wouldn't begin to know how. I don't know a new tax law from an old one.
Well, whatever comes up, I can handle it.
Look, whoever you are, this is my business's annual report we're talking about here. See, believe me, this sucker's not something that you want to cut your teeth on.
So, this is it?
Yeah, that's as much as we have so far.
Well, it looks pretty basic to me. Uh-oh.
What?
Your company had a terrible year, but last year, you probably can't even afford to hire me.
What are you talking about? We had a great year last year.
Not according to this. This says you're 2.5 in the red.
What?
Look. It should be a positive. I'm good. Just give me a chance to show you how good I can be. I promise you won't be sorry. I could do a great job when I put my mind to it.
Tad is more than good enough for me. He's perfect.
Well, if you're sure.
I've loved Tad since the first day I met him, all right?
Look, it's just as long as you're happy. I mean, a woman as good as you, Dixie, you just deserve the best.
somebody been talking to you about him?
Oh, I trust your word only around here.
Well, as small towns go, I mean, you'll probably hear some stories pretty soon. You know the way it is. But the best way to avoid the rumor mill is to get to know the person yourself.
Well, that's always been my first choice.
I know. Why don't you come to dinner tonight? That way you can get to know Tad and you can see what a great guy he is.
Tonight, I don't know.
Why are you idling around my property, shouting up my niece, when you're supposed to be frying my chicken?
Adam just needs more time. You just moved back in. Sure, things are going to be fuzzy. This was a huge step for him.
You know, it's like I've been living in a dream. To expect Adam Chandler, of all people, to forgive and forget. I honestly thought I could walk back into a marriage and just be completely happy without having to pay a price for what I did.
You have paid enough. How many times have you beaten yourself up over this?
And I deserve it.
Stop already. That's enough. Look, Adam has changed. He is not out to punish you. He's become a better person to the entire human race, and it's all since he married you.
Okay, well, fine. I take a monster and I turn him into a prince, and then what do? I slap him upside the head once his guard is down. Look, I cannot expect Adam to be anything less than who he is.
Okay, what is the rush? Where's the fire? Adam doesn't like people to force him to make up his mind. You said that yourself. Just give him a chance. Maybe he'll surprise you.
I wish you were right. I really do. I would love nothing more than for Adam to surprise me, but he's not going to. And I don't intend to be here when he gets back.
You're not moving out again, are you? You're supposed to talk me out of divorcing Gloria. What did Tad Martin do to you, anyway?
Tad was not the first man that cheated on me.
You survived our marriage and you flourished. What, have you given up your love conquers all motto?
No. No, you and Tad have not made me that cynical. The only reason I am telling you to divorce Gloria is because I know you and exactly what you're capable of.
Well, that sounds ominous. Care to elaborate?
How long is it going to be before you turn your home into a police state, I wonder? I mean, I personally can see at least 3 private eyes and a bloodhound on Gloria's trail 24 hours a day.
Don't be absurd.
Adam, look, you judge everybody else by your own actions. You hold a grudge longer than anybody I know. You are not capable of trusting someone once they betrayed you, especially Gloria.
I'm not going to apologize for who I am. It's gotten me through some pretty tough places, lady.
Well, is it going to help you or hurt you this time?
I've tried being Mr. Nice Guy. I gave her the benefit of the doubt more times than I care to imagine. Look where it got me. I'm not about to change.
Then why are you still here?
There has to be a way, some kind of test, to prove once and for all that Gloria can be trusted or not, whether she is really as immune to temptation as she claims.
Adam, I was not recommending, 24-hour surveillance. You're not seriously considering...
Oh, don't be ridiculous, no.
Listen, you have a choice here, all right? You have to decide if you're going to trust your wife or if you're going to go on. I mean, don't stay in your marriage if you're going to make it miserable. Is this getting through to you?
Yes. Yes, thank you. I owe you one.
Good luck. Good luck, Gloria.
I warned you to stop nosing about my family.
Who's nosing around?
Dell is here to see you.
We're running low on biscuit mix.
Why didn't you call?
Well, we don't have your new number yet.
So instead, you come all the way out here, ignoring the crisis at the restaurant, to chat up my niece. I ought to fire you right on the spot.
Don't you dare.
It's okay, Dixie.
No, it is not okay. Now, Uncle Palmer, Dell would be back at work if I hadn't asked him to help, all right? So if you have to yell at somebody, you can just yell at me. Besides, people can live without your precious biscuits for 5 minutes.
How could he possibly help you?
He saved my application essay from being a blank page.
You let him write your essay?
She wrote it. I just gave her a little pep talk.
Every woman in this family absolutely mad. The man is a fry cook, for heaven's sakes.
And you're the king of cluck-clucks, but we don't hold that against you.
You get back to the restaurant and get to work, or you turn in your uniform.
Yes, sir.
I'm keeping an eye on you.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I've dealt with worse.
You shouldn't have to.
Well,
I don't know what is the matter with Uncle Palmer. I'm certainly going to find out.
Look, if we make so much as a minuscule mistake on our annual report, we might as well start bottling moldy grape juice. You tell me, do you think that's fair to hand somebody that kind of responsibility who hasn't got any practical experience?
I don't want to beg, but I will. I need this job. I'm desperate. I'm sorry for putting you in this position. I wouldn't do it if I didn't think I could handle it.
Look, why don't I tell you what, why don't I call some friends, okay? Get in touch with some people, make some calls, see if there's any openings available anywhere else.
That won't work. No one's going to hire me without a resume. I don't know anybody in Pine Valley. Then I met you. You seem so kind and so compassionate.
How could you tell? You were on the floor.
I could tell, even from there. I mean, you stopped, you helped me. It must have been fate or something like that. Look, this isn't easy for me. I've never been on my own before in my whole life. I'm scared to death. I shouldn't be starting over now, but here I am. And I just want someone to have faith in me. Just one person. And I know I can do anything I want.
Well, I can relate to that.
I knew you could.
Yeah, once upon a time, somebody had faith in me, turned my whole life around. The truth is, it was at a time when the dog ate my resume.
Look, if I can't do the job, you can fire me, no questions asked. One mistake, and I walk out that door. But just give me the chance to show you what I can do.
I thought everything was okay. Adam put out your portrait, and I thought you two were happy again.
So did I.
Scott and I are just ready to go out on our annual whitewater rafting trip. Well, I will go next month.
Why? Because of me? Don't do that.
I know. Why don't you just stay here and let your heels cool until Scott and Stuart get back?
You and Scott go on your trip and tell Scott I said have a good time.
You won't be able to reach me in case you need to talk or something. I can't go have fun if I know you're being miserable.
Stuart, do not let me mess up your trip. Adam.
Whose bags are these?
Take a wild guess.
I just thought it'd be best if I...
Here, let me go first. What I have to say may make things easier for both of us.
Uncle Stuart, how about, you tell me about your big rafting trip over a nice cup of hot java?
Okay. No. You are family. This affects you too.
This better be good.
I spent the whole night thinking. Thought of everything from trial separation to cold-blooded murder. But I kept coming back to the same thing. I love you. We can make this work. I can trust you. I do trust you.
Oh, I love you. I'll make coffee every day. I'll grind the beans fresh. I'll even put in overtime.
Good. It'll be necessary.
What are you saying? I've got the job?
Well, generally we make our own coffee around here, but what the hell, we'll give it a shot, see if it works out.
You mean it? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I just got a little carried away.
Fine, just don't do it in a board meeting.
Don't worry, I won't. You made the right choice. This is going to be great.
I'm going to be the best thing that ever happened to you.
Well, where's Dale?
I refuse to talk about him.
Now, if you yelled at him, Palmer...
Ah, that's putting it
Now,
mildly.
don't you join in.
Listen, oh high and mighty chicken czar, you can't talk to people like that.
What did he do now?
Palmer lit into Dell like some kind of crazed bull.
He deserved it.
Nobody deserves to be treated or talked to like that. You went out of your way to degrade him, and I want to know why.
I know I don't have much time left. No, look, I just can't come right out and say it. I have to soften her up first. No, we got one problem. She's getting married. What else can I do? I'll have to deal with the groom and then get to the bride.
This is Charles Gibson.
And Joan London.
Tomorrow, how to teach your children financial responsibility.
Plus actor Danny Glover and country music star Marty Stewart.
Good Morning America tomorrow here on ABC.
While Rebecca plans her future with Powell, the past may come back to haunt her. Stay tuned for One Life to Live coming up next.